Also, the fact that it's called a Super Bowl, much like the event, a Super Bowl, almost like a bowl, a dish. So we're cooking up something that may look like fusion. I don't know why I just thought about that now. As the song is called Super Bowl, and the first thing that I thought about is Super Bowl, the event. All of the whispering and shit kind of like made me forget about, you know, some of the more obvious things. Before we get into this reaction, I want to give a huge thank you and a shout out to the sponsors of this video, my patrons. Thank you so much for all of your support. If you would like to check out some exclusive reactions as well as support the production of these videos here on YouTube, consider subscribing to the Patreon. All of the available shows will be listed in the $5 tier. Everything that is available on the channel, including K-dramas, survival shows, variety shows, and more. All of the information is available in form of a list. So if you see something on that list that you may find intriguing and would like to check out, as well as support the production of these videos here on YouTube, consider subscribing. Thank you so much to anyone who has ever subscribed and is subscribed to Patreon. Let's get back into the reaction. Thank you so much, guys. We're moving on to the next song, which is going to be Super Bowl, which was also hyped up quite a bit. So let's go.
Cooking up a storm, piece of cake. Spitting out the fire, feel the blaze. Feel the blaze. Taking over, we don't play by the rules. If you wanna feel alive, say the name. Say the name. Say the name. Bellow is a big curse, mic per filter. Whisper kicking hard to get your head of kilter. Keep your dirty hands off me. I'ma show you, just wait and see. Don't make it ever do, we are the ultimate king. Fresh taste, fresh set, fresh shape, fresh everything. Paper bite, now you're so addicted, yeah, take it, come again. Everything you're craving, yeah, it's all.
Oh, Ian with the seductive vocals. Hell's Kitchen. Shout out to Gordon Ramsay. First Hyunjin is whispering, and now Felix. If you don't fuck off, get the fuck out of here. Let's take it back.
You feel it in your system. You want it more different, new flavors. All the shit so bustin'.
You motherfucker. I love the chanty chorus. Hyunjin just whispered in my ear. You fancy bitch. Fusion is. Heyday, nice.
You want it more different, new flavors. All the shit so bustin'. Finger licking, yeah, we cooking up a Super Bowl. In the kitchen, Michelin, irresistible. Feeling pride, state of mind. Finger licking, yeah, we cooking up a counting stars. I feel the light. Open
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, you know that it's true. Yeah,
Oh.
you know it's all for you.
Let's take it back. Fuck you. Felix, you son of a, you motherfucker. You know what? I may get some hate for saying this. And every time if I mention another group on a reaction, it's always a compliment. So that's how it's intended. But if you take it in the other way, I mean, there's nothing that I can do about it. But if there was ever a song that made me want to see a collaboration between Stray Kids and NCT 127, it's probably this one. Especially, I suddenly like hearing the chanty chorus, and now we go into almost like this more sentimental or romantic kind of like bridge. It made me think of Felix's challenge with Taeyong, which was absolutely awesome and something I never thought that I wanted to see. So like it was one of those things that I never knew I needed that. So the chanty chorus is fucking awesome, and I love all the references to food, the finger licking, the Michelin, which God's menu, of course, filling prime rib, the Super Bowl itself is also like the Super Bowl event that is this fucking album, and basically this song could have been the intro to this album actually. If you think about it, if 5-star is the Super Bowl, then this should be like the actual menu that shows you all of the songs. There's so much happening, so many different genres being covered. You want something anthemic? We got you. You want something that just makes you want to fucking break something? We got you. You want to cry? We fucking got you. You want to fight? We got you. Everything will fill that taste bud that you have. If you come with a family of 5 and all of them are varying ages and different in ages by like 20 to 25 years, we'll find something for all of them, basically. That's kind of what it feels like with some of the, with all the different flavors that they're kind of like infusing into this album. Hell of a line. Basically, like this, Stray Kids themselves as a line, Stray Kids, like the 5-star album is a line. Trail of Receipts. Blowing out, can't resist, you finish every plate of leftovers, no pages, free samples, heyday. The heyday made me think of the Three Righteous song with heyday too. Product sold out, we the best in selling, like literally the fucking album could be too. And scrolling through your feed, you see me cooking up your timeline, like we're everywhere in your timeline. I eat everybody's like and share. Like everybody likes and shares our shit. I love mixing this and all that dish be looking like fusion because it's so unlike anything that you've ever seen. It may look familiar, it may sound familiar, but it's still so different. It might as well be a fusion dish. And you want to take a photo even if it's in its lowest resolution because this is a fucking moment that you cannot forget. Even if you have a busted up fucking... What's the name of the phone? Blackberry phone? It doesn't matter what phone you have, how old it is. If it has a camera, you want to fucking capture this moment. This is a fucking awesome song. And I am so fucking mad at Felix for whispering because it comes off on top of Hyunjin whispering. Fuck you guys, seriously. I love this chorus. Fuck you. This is like the 3rd time in a row when Sungmi mentions stars in the song, if I'm not mistaken, which feels like, Stars and Raindrops, that was his song in Stray Kids Replay, but it's kind of an interesting thing to me, at least. Prime state of mind too, yeah. Yeah, the crowd, damn that. I love this song. Oh, wait, was it actually Bacha? Nah, you mother, you. Also, the fact that it's called a Super Bowl, much like the event, a Super Bowl, almost like a bowl, a dish. So we're cooking up something that may look like fusion. I don't know why I just thought about that now. As the song is called Super Bowl, and the first thing that I thought about is Super Bowl, the event, the football event, not Super Bowl as far as like, here's a bowl, we made it super, it's something that you've never tasted before. All of the whispering and shit kind of like made me forget about, you know, some of the more obvious things, like the title of the motherfucking song. Plus me not being American and yet still associating Super Bowl with like the event, you know, in football. Anyway, this actually ironically might be my favorite song on the album. I love the chanty chorus so much. Plus the song is hella seductive with all of the fucking whispering. So fuck you guys for that. Yeah, keep your dirty hands off me. I'ma show you, just wait and see. Dominate everything. We are the ultimate gang. You can say they are the wolf gang too. Anyway, I love this. I love the song. Like the fresh taste, fresh scent, fresh shape, fresh everything. Come for a bite. You're addicted. That's basically an introduction to Stray Kids. Anyone who reacts to them for the first time, I've never seen a reactor react to Stray Kids once and be like, yeah, you know what? I'm kind of done. You know that was a nice one. I'm gonna give you a 10% tip and I'm out of here. No, it's usually a Stray Kids first time ever reaction gets followed by 10 more reactions if my channel was any indication too. So yeah, this was awesome. This was a perfect representation of Stray Kids while still staying true to like a former concept, much like they did with God's Menu, which was so fucking, you know, such a centerpiece of their entire fucking discography, which is awesome. So I love the play on food. I love the fact that I couldn't even think about Super Bowl, like a bowl that is a Super Bowl, and yet I thought about the football event. Anyway, hopefully I wasn't too dumb on that part, but yeah, this song was awesome. And the fact that they say bass be kicking harder, got your head off kilter. Like the bass was crazy on this one. This is definitely a song that you want to listen to in your headphones, earphones, whatever you have, as long as it's not just speakers or your phone speaker. Like, yeah, this was fucking awesome. I don't know what else to say. Let's move on to the next song because I'm beginning to drool. So let's check out the next song, which is going to be Collison. Let's go. I'm getting fucked up on this one. Let's go. Ooh. That was Changmin. Holy shit. Come on, forgive him. He's in the limbo. Come on. Sungmin mentioned stars again. Like, is there a song on this album where Sungmin doesn't say stars? It's just kind of like, it's something that got stuck in my head and I cannot not think about it. Also, please forgive Linil for whatever he did. He was stuck in a limbo.
how to be so rude. Call me baby like you used to 원래 그랬던 것처럼 do. 여기서 불러보자 그 러블리의 친구로 작가. 이제와 이러만 하기 쉽지 않아. 알잖아 너가 바로 내 자체 삶이야. 밤에 그 아침 그리고 그 마침 내가 시작이고 끝이야. 부서진다면 난 마치 우주에 날리는 먼지 마냥 휘날리다 사라져건 너도 잘 알지. 함성에 부딪혀내는 폭발의 경음보다 크게 난 어떤 감정이 하루아침에 반쪽보다 못하는 사이로 나만 떠난다는 맘이 나 싫지.
미안해 그냥 네 잘못했어 변명할 수는 없어 다시 한번 그대로 돌아가 날 사랑한단 말해줘
Baby biggie let's go back to the day we love.
내가 그렇게 미웠더니 우리 누명이란 말했었던 우린 다 저 하늘의 별 같아. 시간이 지나 우린 만나서 부서지더라. 그 흔적이 온 우주 전체를 맴도는 이 밤.
yeah 중독
Yeah, yeah, request 앞에는 너들.
yeah 중독
Yeah, 우린 벌써 저기 멀리.
Damn. Oh. Is she going to pick up? Nope. Damn. Damn, that's a short song. Damn, that was actually kind of symbolic that, you know, it's if like this song had a music video, which ironically this could have been one of the coolest music videos in terms of like, and also one of the more low budgeted ones actually, too, especially if they had the opportunity to film this in France, much like they did DLC. Yeah, you could have used all of those like romantic places and everything to emphasize the places where we felt that love at first sight, and like the times where we were beautiful together and all that kind of stuff. But yet in reality, I'm still trying to call you, and I hear that like phone line, and it's just it just rings and nobody picks up. As I'm kind of like thinking about in my head about all the things that I want to tell you. Let's just go back to the times where you said you loved me. I do love the sound of the song and like the purity of the memories and the emotions. And I do love the fact that this was a collision as far as love at first sight. Two people collided, but now it's a collision because both of our words just got destroyed. And collision in a good way, and then collision as a crash. It was really, really beautiful. The song, the vocals are just so incredibly endearing and almost like so remorseful. Han literally says, you know, it's not easy to say things like this now. But just wanting to go back to the way things were and seeing the mistakes and the things that I did, and just you know, wanting to pick up the pieces, the fragments, the pieces from this fucking, you know, collision of our two planets crashing one against the other. Being in a relationship where you thought that it was meant to be, to being in a place where you're alone and you're just continuously like romanticizing the idea of getting back together. There was also an interesting line with Yeonjin, who says, in my arms you suddenly asked, baby, where you're from. I said, maybe you. That I've never heard that one before. That was pretty cool. But just yeah, some of the lyrics do express like the thought of being far away. Yeah, we're already far away from one another, but still kind of like almost like romanticizing a potential return. Maybe it is just something in your head that if things went according to your fantasy and, you know, seeing the fault in our stars. Sorry, the stars made me think of that movie for some reason, but I don't know. The song was very romantic and almost like heartbreaking, but the actual instrumental and the arrangement was almost like so positive. It kind of like throws you in for a loop a little bit. Anyway, let's move on to the final song on this album, which is Youtiful. The Timeout song, which is on this album, we actually reacted to it a while back, to the music video. The Korean version of the sound, I already listened to it. I already reacted to the Japanese release anyway. So for that reason, we're going to end it with Youtiful, which I don't think that's how Jim Carrey spelled it in Bruce Almighty, but it's all about you. That was cringy as fuck. I'm sorry. Let's move on to Youtiful. Beautiful. Nice photos.
Looking at yourself, a lot goes in your mind. I don't know if I'm ready to show myself. You worry day and night. Look at the stars fall. They leave the sky goodbye. Must be an oracle, like a waterfall. They shower you with love tonight. 'Cause
That's like a song to the fans.
You're perfect in my eyes. Don't ever doubt yourself.
I know the feeling too. I've been inside the dark. I've never been so empty, hopeless. But no, it isn't true. 'Cause know that all the stars are by your side. You know, whenever there's a chance, I'll tell you that you're amazing as you are. 'Cause when you give me a glance, I'm sure that I see the universe in your eyes.
No stars, but universe in your eyes. Nice. Very nice. Damn.
Let me tell a little story about the star that couldn't shine. Oh, blink.
Out of a million, felt like an alien.
And the latest I was struggling, going to become the biggest thing.
Making a fantasy, family, beautiful galaxy.
Damn.
More than beautiful, one of a kind.
Oh.
Just know I'm always by your side. You know, whenever there's a chance, I'll tell you that you're amazing as you are. 'Cause when you give me a glance, I'm sure that I see the universe in your eyes.
This is a beautiful song for the group too.
Covered in red. I know that you've been cold this whole time, but now I'm here to make it.
Oh, you beautiful son of a bitch.
You know, whenever there's a chance, I'll tell you that you're amazing as you are. 'Cause when you give me a glance, I'm sure that I see the universe in your eyes. Don't you ever tell yourself that you're not enough. I am certain that you're truly fine. You are a miracle, you are beautiful.
Damn. That was a beautiful song to end this reaction on, honestly. And at first I was like, this is 100% a song to the fans, but also like as I'm kind of like thinking about some of the things that transpired recently, and this song actually reminded me of a photo that is very recent from one of Stray Kids' performances. There was a photo with Felix and Bangchan captioned, "Always find me, yeah, I'm not gonna leave you behind," which I think is like a reference to Stray Kids Survival Show. This I feel like this entire song kind of like encapsulates the relationship that Stray Kids have with one another, but also on another level, it's definitely a song to the fans. Especially like the bridge was so beautiful. Sungmin's vocals, I mean, all of them are doing a fantastic job. I really feel like maybe I've been I've been very heavy on, praising Sungmin, but by no means am I trying to downplay anyone else, because the vocals are absolutely wonderful here from everyone. Lino's smooth and almost like these smooth like butter kind of vocals were incredible. Changbin, every time I hear him do singing of this kind, it just kind of like melts your heart a little bit. Hyunjin was wonderful. Han, Felix, I love the variety and the versatility of his deep voice. It's absolutely incredible. Ian and Bangchan, fantastic. But the bridge definitely made me think that this is definitely a song that relates a lot to fans, like and not just Stray Kids themselves, because feeling like you're done with the day, not wanting to leave the bed, looking at the mirror, not being fine, and seeing the world as a shitty place and being cold. We're here to make it end. And then Sungmin's vocals just absolutely fucking like open the way to heaven or something. That's what it kind of like felt like, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful love letter to each other, but also to the fans. And it's definitely a song that is going to be, if they're performing it live in their concerts or something, it's definitely a song that's gonna probably make a lot of people cry, and in the best way possible. It's a very emotional song, and I love that we have a song like this on this album, because it really like speaks to the nature of Stray Kids, and it's not just about being loud. It's not about being like the boldest. It's not about being like the most, with some songs like Super Bowl and Item and Hall of Fame, for example, Top Line. You have songs like FNF, like DLC, like Youtiful. Collision also being a song that emphasizes an extra layer of musicality and diversity within their catalog. It's really, really beautiful to see, and Stray Kids have done a phenomenal job on this album. The lyrics here are absolutely beautiful and speak to your heart, and it's spoken from the soul on their part. So yeah, I'm gonna end this reaction here. There's nothing that I can say to do this song and these lyrics justice, so I'm just gonna end it here and say that it was absolutely beautiful, and the album in general was absolutely insane. It's I don't know what else to say. The album is a 10 out of 10, or the album was 5 stars. Rather, it was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed this one, let me know as well. If you have a favorite song on this album, or your top 3 or top 5 or whatever it is, let me know in the comment section. For me, it's kind of hard because it's been a minute and I haven't listened to the entire album from start to finish in one go as I'm doing this reaction. But Collision was actually really, really beautiful, but I really loved songs like Super Bowl, and DLC might actually still be one of my favorite songs on this album, especially paired up with the video. It just creates such a unique dimension, and it's something that I don't feel like I ever saw from Stray Kids before, and it was so different. But at the same time, the more louder, so to speak, songs like Super Bowl and Hall of Fame and Item were absolutely fucking awesome, and they would definitely be in my top 3. But at the same time, I definitely want to think about it a little bit, because there's S-Class was fantastic. I loved FNF, especially with its meaning towards what happened and with the wildfires in Australia and all that kind of stuff. But Top Line was insane. But honestly, like, some of these songs that we heard today were absolutely beautiful. They were so, I can't get over the chanty chorus in Super Bowl. I really, really loved it. But at the same time, Item and Hall of Fame, I just love their confidence and that they back it up with facts. And yeah, this was awesome. The album deserves, and Stray Kids deserves, all of the love and success that they got, and then some. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry to keep you guys waiting for this album reaction. But I hope it was worth it, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of the day, you guys. See ya. Take care.